And good morning. So we will be working on a portion of the new application stack. The application stack consists of an application that a developer would work on. They would create their little application that they want to become the next greatest thing. They would upload it into our new service, the new stack, and the stack would allow their new service to scale out horizontally. It would be using simple technologies, SQLite, proxy that we've written, a VFS plugin to be able to replicate SQLite from one place to another, live always on data archive for their databases so that you can go back in time and download your database at any point. Today, we will be working on data archive and building out an interface so that we can abstract away our storage cluster and build out unit tests. So we have a trait. Let's pull the trait up called storage. We have implemented this for SLED, which we will be using for our testing. And we are in the process of implementing this for TIKV, which we will use for production. For TIKV, let's implement range. I'm going to bump up the font size. Let's see, we want, now for range, we take what we will describe as a range and a limit. So in this case, there are only so many units that we want to be able to return from range. Let's implement range. On our object, we have a raw client. Let's look up the documentation for raw client. We'll be using scan as we want to return a key value pair. Seems fairly straightforward. We do have a limit, so we do not have to implement that ourselves. And that is range. Let's do range keys. This one will be very, very similar. So TIKV has a scan keys. It will be very, very similar. We get our range bound, we have a limit, and a result. I'm just going to take the previous function and trim it up. It is very nearly there. So we're just going to take this one, range keys, get rid of to do. We have our range bound. We will, what was it, scan keys. And that's it for range keys. We should simplify this. Let's impl. So we need a function convert range. We have our range. It's never used yet. That's okay. We will use it now. Does it really need to be a function on this struct? There we go. Much better. We could clean this up, or dry it up a little bit, but I don't think it's worth it. Now we have batch put and get. Let's see what batch put looks like. Pairs into iterator, something that can be converted into a KV pair. So our KV pairs are just vectors of U8s. Right, it's a tuple, vectors, very simple. Self.client batch put. Does pairs just work here? Pairs into. So now we have an iterator. All right, now it's just the error types. Dot map error. I like that little macro there. Okay, that worked out pretty well. Now for a get, we need to be able to get values from our KV store. Pass in something that can be turned into a key. This is a TIKV client key. Okay, none indicates the key does not exist. Client I get. Let's give it key. This is going to be the wrong type. Now we have a slice of U8s. This isn't quite there. needs to be owned. We need to await and map the error. Super error. It's a super error. Get error. Source is error box. And that's it. Take care. Till next time. Bye-bye.